morning, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome
Morning.
to another of our live series with multilingual business partners from all around the world. And today we'll begin with, maybe we'll talk about one question, right? When was maybe the last time you look on your calendar and you thought, well, there has to be a better way, right? And that's what we'll be talking today. We'll be talking about a type of business that will fit into your life, a work that will fit into your life instead of, life fitting into work. So that's what we are here today. We'll talk more about this and how to build a business that will fit around your life. Everyone here on the panelists did it, so we'll share with those of you watching us live or recording. Share with you how we did it. Maybe it will inspire you, maybe it'll make you curious, and you can do the same. But before we do that, let's see who we have here, and I'll start. I'm Dana. I'm coming live from Ontario, Canada. I've been living here for over 20 years with my family. Originally, I'm from Romania. Bună ziua, bună seara, dragi români, și dacă sunteți aici la această versiune în engleză, vă invit și lunea la cea în română, în care vorbesc despre aceeași afacere online pe care oricine poate să o facă de oriunde din lume, indiferent de ce experiență are. Yeah, so I'm Romanian, as I said. I'm still have my full-time job. So yes, I build a business around my full-time job, my family, and everything else. I work in IT. I've been working in IT in the corporate world for over 20 years, 25 years now. Building a career, and over 2 years now, I started in parallel building my online business, same like everyone here, using this amazing business model that we'll share more in this live today. That's all about me, Sita. Good afternoon. Good to see you.
Thank you so much, Dana. It's always a pleasure to be on this platform with these lovely ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sita. I'm a mom. I'm a nanny as well. I live here in the UK for the past 3 decades. I'm originally from Zimbabwe, and I work as a nurse, and I'm also a proud digital business owner. That's why I am on this platform. Ibizo lami nguSithabile, ngumama, ngingugogo as well. Ngivela eZimbabwe, sengihlale lapha e-UK for nearly 30 years now. So I am also ngingunesi, proud digital business owner. Nxa lilesifiso sokuthi lani liyenze lokhu sibukeleni lilalele ukuthi lisenzani, lani khona lizaqala awenu ama-business. Thank you so much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Sita. And let's come back to Canada. Kim, good morning.
Good morning, Dana. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. So my name is Kim. I'm originally from Vietnam, but currently living in Canada with my husband and a teenage daughter. I'm an IT professional full-time, but I'm also starting my own online business part-time. So hello mọi người, mình tên là Kim và mình đang sinh sống cùng chồng và một cô con gái ở Canada cũng trên 40 năm rồi. Công việc chính của mình là làm trong lĩnh vực IT, nhưng mà bây giờ mình cũng đang làm kinh doanh số với cho gia đình của mình và cho bản thân của mình. Thank you very much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. Going back to UK, because why not? We can do it very fast these days. Raham, good to see you. Good afternoon.
Yes, thank you, Dana. Good afternoon, everyone. Kumusta po kayong lahat? Maraming salamat for taking the time to join us today and for continuing support our online business journey and this live. I truly appreciate every one of you. And for those who are joining us for the first time, my name is Raham. I'm originally from the Philippines, but I live in the UK for almost 24 years now. I'm also a registered nurse and a wife and a mom of 2. Like many of you, I know what it's like to work long hours while trying to provide for our families, both here in the UK and back home in the Philippines. Today, I'm grateful to be helping hardworking nurses, busy moms, and working parents learn how to create an additional income stream with more flexibility and more quality family time. So our topic tonight, or I mean to this afternoon, is how to create a flexible income without sacrificing family time. And I'm so excited, joined by these amazing business partners from around the globe as we share our experiences and insight. Kaya stay tuned hanggang dulo because this could be the opportunity that you've been praying for. So let's get started. Back to you, Dana. Thank you.
Thank you, Raham. And staying still in Europe for now, Rita. Good afternoon. Good to see you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure being here and to see these beautiful, lovely, nice, and business partners all over the world. And of course, our only man in the house to see you as well. So you are not exempted at all, Mr. John. So to those that do not know me, my name is Rita. I'm a mom to a beautiful daughter, a Nigerian from Benin City, Edo State, but I'm based in Spain. I'm a telephone banking agent and a proud online business owner. Oba Bombo will both a eken wariri aje ye no bia ye no digba mavere di aneni make na hamwa yen wakaya kungo no digba we internet take bigo na wa tana yen akaya when yen makaya kwen yen wakaya set up a business wa ose ni manare diana wa ekpa ekeni wariri aje because mame a surprise mahari enu wa you are setting ya me the business in Nigeria. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. De donde nos estén viendo. Me llamo Rita, soy nigeriana. Llevo muchos años en España y soy agente telefónica para Banco Santander. Pues estamos aquí para ofreceros una gran oportunidad online de cómo conseguir una opción de tener una gran negocio a través de Internet. No os vayáis, estamos aquí. Back to you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rita. Let's come back to Canada. Grace, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Jana, and good morning to all of you business partners. My name is Grace, and I live in Canada. And I'm in Canada, I think, for more than 22 years. And I'm an online business owner. And सभी मेरे प्यारे बहनें भाइयों को नमस्ते। मैं इंडिया से हूँ ओरिजिनली और अभी यहाँ कनाडा में हूँ और मैं अपना ऑनलाइन बिजनेस चला रही हूँ पिछले 6 साल से और अभी मैं जो है फुल टाइम ये ऑनलाइन बिजनेस कर रही हूँ। तो मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि आप सब लोग यहाँ आए हैं इस लाइव को देखिए और अगर आपको कुछ लगता है कि आप कुछ और इंफॉर्मेशन जानना चाहते हैं तो आप मुझे कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच। बैक टू यू डैना।
Thank you, Grace. And going somewhere where I think it's much warmer than here. John, good to see you again. Good afternoon, good evening, I think.
Thank you very much, Dana. And it's amazing. Boss ladies, I'm John, originally from Ghana, but based in Pretoria, South Africa, as a color major tinter trainer and technical analyst in the paint industry, and also as a proud digital business owner. And you know, say, I know pay you numerator or share, I know John now. Many business for about chance and more bidding come on. If you say, Sisa, Yana Mina Echo Online. But more than that, let's see, you can now answer him. Now, who say, I'm pa, a Juma some crime and passes on my bravo. And I must say, what oh share now, yet to an amount. Yen to an amount now, and say a bravo. Now, a bois, thank you very much, Dana.
Thank you, John. And last but not least, Lucia, all the way from Japan. Thank you for joining us. I think it's your first time joining us, so welcome, welcome. So glad to have you.
Yeah, thank you, Dana, and thank you, everyone. And I'm very happy to be here. So my name is Lucia, and I'm formerly from the Philippines, originally from there. And right now, I'm living in Japan. So konnichiwa, konbanwa. Maraming salamat na nandito ako ngayon. So dati nag-work ako dito as an ALT, but just last year I decided not to get my school assignment because it was very far from where I live. And then I saw this business and I'm very happy to have found it. I found it on the right time and really enjoy doing it right now. And I'm glad to be part of this system and also of this of this group. So I'm really learning a lot here. So I thank you, and I hope you stay tuned as we continue to discuss what's the topic for tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, Lucia, and thank you, everyone. And yes, for those watching us and maybe still not sure what this business is about, let me quickly give you like a really high-level summary or an overview of what this business is about, what we are doing. What we do, we help people launch their own online business using the same system, the same proven system that we use. That's designed to work for anyone. You can see here, regardless of the skill set, the age, the location, no matter where you are, you can have this business, you can run it. It's like an online franchise. It gives you everything that you need. It gives you the system in itself, all the technical stuff, all the behind the scene, the web pages and everything. But it comes with step-by-step training. So it teaches you what you need to do as a business owner. It gives you all the tools, and most importantly, it gives you all the support that you need. When you start this business, it's your own business. You maintain full control. You decide how you register, depends on which part of the world you are, how you do your taxes, how much you invest, all that is your own. But you get to be part of a community. You get to be part of, us 8 here is just a tiny drop in the big ocean of people using this business model. It's over 250,000 now. Hundreds of people are joining every week. Why? Because you get everything. You get the automation, you get the training, as I said, you get to have access to some high quality products that makes the whole process more simple. We don't talk much about the products because there is really no selling or inventory involved here, but it's a business you can run from anywhere through social media. As long as you have a phone or a laptop and an internet connection, your business is running. And the most amazing part, your business can start running in a week or two after you decided to start. You don't have to go to school for years. You don't have to, get any certifications or any business training, because the business comes with everything you need. You learn as you grow, as your business is growing, and you can start money while you learn, where you decide where your strategies is. And you can see here, we are all real people. We are here to inspire and guide anyone who's really ready to take that leap into entrepreneurship, but maybe not sure where to start, not sure how to start. The opportunity is real. The potential is amazing. And anyone can do it as long as you have the right mindset. And I'm sure, like in any other lives, we'll mention today more about the mindset and how it's all in. If you really want to do it, you can get it done. And we'll share more about that in today. And let's start maybe from all the way from beginning. And Sita, if you want to share with us, what inspired you to start looking for a business that give you, I assume, more flexibility?
Thank you so much, Dana. It's quite an interesting question, especially for me. I remember even when Rehan was introducing herself, she said, I am a nurse as well. As you all know how busy nurses are, I am a nurse, and my husband was a nurse as well. And we used to exchange our children in the car park. He used to do long days and I used to do nights. And when he's going home, he will pick up the kids from the car park and I will take them home. Tomorrow morning, we'll do the same. So we're just swapping each other or seeing each other in the car park. We're never being at home as a family. That was our lives because our children were young and we wanted to be there for our children, but we were absent parents because we were never there. When I was home, I was tired in bed. And when he was at home as well, he was just going to bed. No one was spending time with these children. And then one day when I was in church and one of the sisters in church said, oh, your daughter won a prize for high performance in the local schools. And she wasn't there and you were not there. And I was like, what? He said, yeah, you were not there. When I got home, I asked my daughter, I said, oh, I heard there was a function for all the local schools. And she said, yeah, I knew about it. And I said, but you never said. She said, well, I couldn't say it because I knew you were going to be at work. That really made me realize that something is wrong somewhere. And my daughter was even scared to tell me because my work has become a priority compared to what my children's needs were. So it was about creating more time for my family, enjoying life's simple moments and having choices without sacrificing my career and also my family life. So that really made me shift, and it's inspired me, or it's encouraged me to start looking for something different, something that will accommodate my family and my work without sacrificing any of it. Sometimes a busy schedule becomes very reason to look for something that fits around life instead of life, fitting around the work. So this is what really pushed me forward, that inspired me to have a change in my life, because our children, they will grow up and you will not remember where you were or what you did with your children, because the priority was just work, and never had time with them. So that was the reason that pushed me into this. So thank you so much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Sita. Yes, for so many of us, right? Especially, busy parents, immigrants parents who don't have maybe the support system. We've been taught that success means sacrifices, and we do them normally, right? You sacrifice time, you sacrifice rest, you definitely sacrifice yourself. You work hard for the families. We want to provide for them. We want to provide our children with better opportunities. But, as you very well said, somewhere along the way, you stop asking the question that's very important: what kind of life you are building, right? Because you have worked so hard that you miss these important moments that you cannot go back now and see your daughter getting that, it's gone, it's over. So I love that. That made you think, because I think many of us was, you reach a moment when it's like, hey, I need to rethink the plan, because you did a bunch of sacrifices, and then in the end, for what? If you are not there for this small important moment. And that's the tricky part, right? There are the big moments where, you plan to be there for a wedding or for a big event, but then there are some small moments that happens and you miss them. So that's when we need to rethink the plan. And the ideal would be not to miss too many of those moments before you rethink that plan and you realize that there are some options out there that you can build. And Kim, if I'll ask you, if you want to share, how has this business helped you become more intentional with your time? Share with us.
Yeah, like when I started this business, it just completely changed the way I use my time. Before it was just so easy to spend 2, 3 hours every night watching Netflix, scrolling Facebook, or just, being curious about what everyone else was doing. And just like that, the whole evening was gone, right? And I just doesn't feel that I've done something that actually helped me grow. So I think a lot of us can relate to that. But now it's just totally different. Since I start my online business, I become so much more intentional with my time. So instead of spending hours, just consuming content on Facebook, I'm creating something for myself. Okay. And so I use that time to kind of learn new skills, listen to trainings or read personal development books. I create content and just work on building a future that gives me more freedom because of that goal. And it's not that I never watch Netflix anymore. It's just that taking the time to relax, I still do, right? But the difference is that now I choose when I do it instead of just letting it become a habit every single night. And I think one of the biggest mindset shifts for me is realizing that time has value. For me, time is money. I just don't mean that I'm working every minute of the day. I just don't want to waste my time the way I used to. Um, I'm just more aware of how I spend it, because I know that those small little choices, it will be adding up over time. And yeah, looking back, I'm just so grateful that I made that changed because I'm not only building a business, but I'm becoming a better version of myself along the way too. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Back to you, Dana.
Love it. Thank you, Kim. And yeah, that's exactly what we are talking today, right? We are not saying, hey, quit your job, stop, or chase success, change totally, but put some more intention on how to build a future where, whatever you do, your work, your business supports your family, supports your dreams, and give you options, right? And helps you grow and help your family. So I hope for those watching realize that that's the message. That's what we want to share here on how you start intentionally building something and realizing where maybe you waste, let's say, time that's not really helping your future, because we all have the same 24 hours. So we keep saying that, but some people somehow they can do more in 24 hours than others. How? By being intentional, by looking where you spend the time and where you can take those minutes sometimes. But minutes add, right? A minute every day, it adds at the end of the year, it adds to more than an hour. So, and it's only 1 minute, right? Everyone can use a minute or can spend a minute. So that's what we are here to share more on, how we build a business, how we realized that we wanted those options, and we made the decision to start doing it and being a bit more intentional with the time that we have. It's what it helped us. Graham, if I ask you, thinking of a moment, if you want to share with us, moment when maybe you realized that, hey, I have more freedom or flexibility because of this business, when it clicked for you? Was it a certain moment that you realized, hey, yes, this is what this
Thank
business gave me?
Thank you. Nice question, Dana. To be honest with you, everyone I'm sure will agree that we joined this business because we want extra income. But then it really surprised me as soon as I dive into the business. It's more than that. One moment that really made me realize I had more freedom because of this business was not a big milestone. It was actually the simple everyday moment. I remember realizing that I could take time out during the day to be with my family without feeling like everything will fall apart. Instead of asking for, permission or worrying about taking time away from work, I had the flexibility to make that choices myself. That was when it's really hit me. And this business was not just about creating another income stream. It was about creating an option. It gave me more control over my schedule and allow me to build a business around my life rather than building a life around my work. And that's totally different. For a long time, I thought success meant being busy all the time, working long hours, saying yes to everything, and hoping that one day I'll have more freedom. We know we daily are things that we plan because we priority work, as Sita said. But this business completely changed that perspective. I've learned that success is really about having choices. It's about being able to show up for the people who matter most while still working towards your financial and personal goals. And it doesn't mean you don't work hard. Obviously, yes, absolutely you do. But we're working with purpose, flexibility instead of feeling tied to a rigid schedule. So if my mom needs me back home in the Philippines, I'm not hesitant. I'll go and book my flight and bring the business with me. But during my dad was not very well that time when I was not in the business, I really worried that if I go more 1 month in the Philippines, what about my earning? So you see the difference here. That's one of the biggest reasons that I'm so passionate of what we do. We're not just building businesses. We're creating a lifestyle that give us more control over our time. Whether it's spending more time with family, taking a break when you need one, or simply knowing your business can fit around your life. And that's different kind of success. Thank you, and back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Raham. Yes, we are building options right here. And we, like your job, your career is an important part of everyone's life, but it shouldn't be our entire life, right? At the end of the day, one will look back, will not wish, hey, I spend more hour in the office. You want to spend hour with your family, with your loved one. You want to have the option to, say, hey, I need to go and spend a month with my mom or with my family, right? So that's what it's important to have that options, to have that possibility to be able to do that. And we know that many of us with just a job, you cannot just say and tell your boss, hey, tomorrow I need to leave, I'll be gone for a month, see you in a month. And when you come back in a month, your job will still waiting for you. Very few of us have that flexibility, if anyone. So that's why the options, when you are your own boss, you can decide. And especially you take your business with you, right? So being here in Canada or going back to Romania wouldn't make any difference for my business. It will make a difference for my job. So that's where, having a flexible business, one that can be run from anywhere, and one that you decide, hey, I spend 5 minutes today, maybe tomorrow I'll spend 1 hour. It's what we are talking about. It's the type of business that fits around your lifestyle. But let's talk about something that I think a lot of people, are hesitant when they hear about, building a business, raising a family. They may hear us and it's like, yeah, I don't know. So Rita, what do you think it's one misconception that people have about building a business while raising a family? And who the best to answer that? Because you have a young one and you are a single mom who's working. So share with us.
Yeah, thank you so much for this question. It's just it's like you are directing that question to me. So that's why I say, oh, this is for me. Well, one misconception that people always think about is time. My business partners have been talking about time, intentionality, and all. So when people sit down, they think about their life. They think, oh, I cannot do this business because I don't have enough time. But hey, look at me. Our host just said, I have a daughter right now. I'm a full-time telephone banking agent, but I didn't want that mindset to affect me. So I can still go along with this business. And when you were introducing the business, you said it comes in a package. And that is the beauty of this business as well. It comes in a package where you don't have to worry anything. You don't have to build anything for you. You just have to follow the steps. You just have to follow the training, and then you'll be building your business step by step. And what is the most beautiful thing about this? We have a huge community as well. So you don't have to think, you don't have time, and you are not trying to build something for your life. No, don't think that way. You have to think what you have to build. While you have this life, I want to build something better for my life. And that is what drew me into this business, because I saw that I can build something that in the future, my daughter will be able to see and say, oh, Mama, I want to join as well. Or people around me can still say, oh, I want to join as well. The other day, while I was working, there was a day that didn't work at all at my telephone banking agent because the server was down. And could you believe that time that I was saying, if I were you, the time I saw this business, I'll be thinking, I don't have time to build this business. I don't have experience. Whereas you don't need to have experience. You have a lot of time that you can use to build this business. So my experience during this day, the server was down. I was unable to work. And could you believe that period, I sat down, I said, oh, thank you, Jesus, that I have this business that is not making my time just to be wasted. I could use that day to build something for my life. So that is what you should think about it. Don't just say, because my life is like this, I will not have time. Don't put excuses. Don't be afraid of what you are going to see in this business. When you come in, you are going to see how your life is going to change. The time you are saying, I do not have, you will have a lot. You will have a lot of time to even focus on this business and say, this is my legacy, and this is what I want to leave behind. and you will always enjoy it. This is what I have to say, ma'am. Back to you.
Thank you, Rita. Yes, time is our most valuable resource, right? We all said that, right? And that's why many of us looking to build that flexibility. And the reality is the way we work changed drastically in the past, 10, 20 years. Even if you look at the past 1 or 2 years, right? All these digital businesses, the possibility to work remote, the AI and all those tools are giving us more opportunity and giving everyone opportunity to build an income in the way that they were not available 5, 10 years ago, or not to mention our parents' generation. So why not use the power of technology and the internet? And we use it for everything else. We use it to pay the bills. We use it to book vacation. We use it to, why not use it to build options for yourself, to build a better future? And yeah, it doesn't happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing works. Fighting it, right? It's easy, but it happens, and you need to start somewhere. And today to start, yeah, maybe the best time to start a digital business maybe was 10 years ago, but the second best time is today. So, and actually with all the technology and the way it's going, it's much easier to start today than 10 years ago, especially if you don't have any technical skills. It's much easier these days, and you don't need any of those skills. You don't need a lot of time. You just need to be intentional with the times, the 5 minutes that you have. So, Chris, let me ask you, since you managed to, give up on your job and to start doing this business full time, so how has building this business changed the way you look at success and you define what success means actually?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jana, for asking me this question. And thank you so much for giving this wonderful opportunity every week where we come and we share our thoughts about the business, maybe different aspects every time. And yes, that's a very good question, because when I go back and think 6 years ago when I started this business, my mindset was only like making money, achieving milestones, achieving high ranks and all that. But as soon as like I started growing in this business, the definition of the success entirely changed in my life. Now I see success totally different, because I know making money is important. I know achieving ranks and milestones is very important. But at the same time, they don't define the success. The success for me, I would say, is the person I become during this journey of my business for the last 6 years, and learning skills. And especially I know now how to get out of the comfort zone even when I'm not feeling comfortable. So if I want to try something else, I can still do it, because now I know that, because I had to jump out of my comfort zone in order to make this business really work for me, so that I can say that, yeah, now today I'm boss free. So for me, the success is, developing your skills, developing your mindset, taking the challenges in hand, prioritizing your choices. And and also the success for me is you should have the freedom of making choices. Like one of us, yeah, you were just saying that, if you want to go back home, you cannot just go and say to the boss, okay, I'm gone for a month and I'm coming back, and you can still expect to have to your job. So yes, so now I have the choice that I can, if I want to go back home or somewhere else for that matter, I can do anything. So that is success for me. And on top of everything else, on top of making money, making my own choices, scheduling my time, spending time more with family and traveling wherever I want to, the top, I would say, is helping others. I know that I had hardships while I was growing up in this business. So now I know people go through the same thing. So now I think my duty is to help them too, to help them grow, to grow myself and let them grow too. So that's the definition of success for me. So grow as a team, grow as a community, grow as a country, grow as a globally universe. Just grow. So that's, I would say, the definition of success for me today is, and I'm trying my best to live like that, and that's what I do. Like, if someone joins the business with me, I make sure that they understand, because people are different, right? They understand things differently. So then I think about myself back then, because I know I had some hardships. I was not comfortable going live, right? So some people are like that too. So I take them, I try to guide them. Take it easy. You will do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Sometimes I even do that. That instead of letting them go live by themselves, I go live with them, so that this just they make feel comfortable, and next time they can do it by themselves, or maybe the next time after that, whenever they're comfortable. So for me, the success is growing myself and may helping others to grow too. So thank you so much, Jana. Back to you.
Love it. Thank you, Grace. What a better way to wake up in the morning than knowing that you have the option to grow yourself and to help others, right? And that's what this business surprised me also, because like everyone else, I was thinking on making some money, right? Just an extra income. And then you realize that it's much more than that. And yes, the income, it's a good, side effect for the business almost, because having flexibility, helping yourself to grow and become a best version of yourself, and also help others find that best version of themselves and grow into it every day, is what makes it this all or worthwhile. And going back to that flexibility, the ability to choose when and where you can work, right, and not miss important moments in your loved ones. So for if you want to think today, if you have complete control over your schedule, what's the first thing you'll change, right? You'll spend more time with your family, you'll travel more, you'll volunteer, focus on your health. Think of that, because that may be your best reason to make that decision and make that first step. It may be uncomfortable, the first step, yes, for sure, but it's all worth it if you think of why you want to do that. And I think we lost John. Hopefully he's coming back, because I was thinking to ask him, but since he's not there for now, hopefully his internet is back. Lucia, I'll ask you then, if you want to share with everyone here. Okay, did you get John back? If you could design your ideal work-life balance 3 years from now, let's say, what would it look like? Let's dream in the future.
That in this business, but with all the training, the mentorship, the coaching, the global support that is available, I can see myself 3 years from now, maybe I'll be living a simpler, more balanced life. I'll be working 3 days a week, Tuesday to Thursday. That's what I imagine. But that will be a fully focused life, a fully focused work. Okay, and maybe by Friday I'll close my laptop, and the rest of the week it will be for my family, my church, maybe take some walk, cooking, reading, or some creative projects. Spend some time with some friends, and maybe some adventure. And I know that this work will give me energy instead of drain me. And of course, best of all, rest will be very normal. It will be a very important part of my life 3 years from now. So back to you, Dana.
Thank you. Love it. Rest. Prioritize yourself, prioritize the rest, and have a focused, period of time. As you said, maybe for you it's 3 days. For other people, maybe it's still work a full week, but only 2 hours a week. Each of us have maybe different vision or a different answer to this question. But I think it's an important question. And if you can take a couple of minutes, maybe today, to reflect on that, right? Hey, what's your ideal work-life balance? Where do I want to be? Maybe next year, maybe in 3 years, maybe in 5 years. But as soon as you have that vision in your mind, it makes it a bit easier to know that, hey, is it worth it to start today making maybe a small sacrifice, like Kim said, maybe stop watching the Netflix tonight, or pick a shorter one. Watch only half an hour, and the other half an hour focus on the first step that will help you get to that vision that you had in your head. And that's why you build it step by step. And John, since you are back, let's wrapping up with you with giving some advice for the people who say that, they are too busy and they don't have enough time to start anything new right now. Oh, did we lose him again?
Thank you very much for the question.
Hello.
I think this is one question. This is one question that has been hearing. I can hear you. There's one question that I've been getting from many of the people who inquire about the business. But what I normally tell them is that when you enter into a boardroom and you sit down and then you realize that where you're sitting, something is pinching you. You sat on a needle unknowingly. They are all sitting comfortably, but you know how much that thing is pinching you. You feel the impact of it. So we are in a world where everyone has got 24 hours. But those who really want something, they find a way. And I believe everyone here has shared about the mindset and all that. But for all of us, one thing that is so exciting about our business is everything that you need to run your business is being done, it's been set up for you, because people began it and they make mistakes here and there, and they put all those mistakes into what we call plug and play. So you don't have to go through all those things. And these days with AI that has been built into our phones and our laptop, everything you want to type, even if you're making a mistake, it gives you the right one. So you're able to do it quickly. And also with our business of thousands of people, about 99% of everyone who joined this business was working full time. But because they knew they wanted more in life, they make the time for it. So if you know that you are watching that right now, the universe is speaking to you. There's no coincidence. There's something in you that wants more. So if you want more, then I would like to say that there's a way. If there is where there is a will, there is a way. And this business, all of us, like for me, I need to get to work by 7, I start working. But I find a way to do this because I want more out of life. And I want to show people that, hey, even in Africa, this thing is working and we can all journey together because the world is moving online. We saw Millennium back coming in 2000 and we thought that, oh, this is a joke. Computers are not going anywhere. Computers are going to crash. But these days, everything is done online. If you want something, it's through email. It's no longer those phone calls. There's a bot that you need to speak to. So the world is moving onto the online space. And this is our time not to be scared, not to make excuses, because if you do, you're going to be left behind. So this business gives you that option of doing this even if you don't have time, because you'll be inspired to see that almost everyone didn't have the time, but they created time, and you too can do the same. Thank you so much. That's the least I can say.
Thank you, John, and thank you, everyone. Yeah, what better way to end this by other than, you can create the time, you can make time. And I know it sounds magical, but it's true, right? So if the conversation from today maybe resonated with you, or maybe you are wondering if it's something like this could fit in your life, no matter how busy or crazy your life is, I'll invite you to reach out to any of us. Ask your question, watch the free info session. We have one happening live twice every week on Thursday and Tuesday, but you also can watch the recording. Explore what's possible. You don't have to make big changes. You don't have to change your entire life. You have to take that first step to building something that reflects your values, that, helping you build those dreams. And the rest will be there to help you, to support you, to guide you. You just need to have that, wish to start and explore what's possible. So with that, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today, taking time off your Sunday, and we'll see everyone on the next weekend. Have
Thank
a good
you.
one.
Bye-bye.